Commander Voss of the Galactic Diplomatic Court observed the human embassy from the safety of his ship's viewing deck. The structure was a curious blend of function and aesthetics, much like humans themselves. After 3 standard cycles of negotiations with Earth's representatives, Voss still couldn't understand these bipedal creatures. Their unpredictability made them fascinating and terrifying in equal measure. "Sir, the human delegation has invited us to view a cultural exhibition tonight," reported Lieutenant Nax, his exoskeleton clicking nervously. Voss's second set of eyes blinked in contemplation. "Accept the invitation. Perhaps it will provide insights into their strange behavior." What the aliens couldn't know was that the exhibition was a showcase of Earth's martial arts traditions, specifically those that incorporated rhythmic movement. The embassy hall had been transformed. Soft blue lighting created an atmosphere unlike the harsh illumination the aliens preferred. Humans and various galactic representatives mingled uncomfortably around the edges of a central performance area. Ambassador Tom greeted Commander Voss with the customary bow that had been established as the diplomatic standard. "Commander, we're delighted you could join us. Tonight showcases how humanity blends art and combat, something unique in the galaxy, we believe." Voss tilted his elongated head. "Combat as art seems contradictory, Ambassador." Tom smiled. "You'll understand soon enough." The lights dimmed. A solitary human entered the performance space, dressed in loose black clothing. The announcer's voice echoed through the hall. "First, a demonstration of capoeira, an earth combat form disguised as dance during times of oppression." Music filled the room, unfamiliar rhythmic sounds punctuated by string instruments and percussion. The human began to move. Slowly at first, then with increasing complexity. His body twisted, flipped, and spun in ways that looked both graceful and lethal. Voss felt his breathing quicken as he observed. The human was maintaining perfect balance while generating enough force to shatter bone. Yet there was an undeniable rhythm to it, a pattern that matched the strange music. "Are they fighting or dancing?" whispered Nax. "Both," Tom answered with evident pride. The original practitioners developed this to train for combat while appearing to merely dance for entertainment. Commander Voss's analytical mind struggled with the concept. In his species' military tradition, combat was about efficiency and precision. This display seemed wasteful, yet he couldn't deny the effectiveness of the spinning kicks that generated devastating force. The exhibition continued. 2 pairs of humans demonstrated something called Muay Thai with traditional music, striking each other with synchronized blows to drums and flutes. Another demonstrated Kali, wielding sticks that clicked and clacked in musical patterns while executing combat maneuvers. With each demonstration, the alien delegation grew more agitated, not with fear, but with something approaching awe. Their combat techniques evolved with their artistic expression, noted Voss to his aide. It's as if they cannot separate the two. The final demonstration was announced as modern military combatives with urban rhythm. 4 humans in simplified military gear entered the space as pulsing electronic music filled the hall. What followed shocked even the seasoned commander. The humans moved in perfect synchronization, executing takedowns, strikes, and weapon disarms. Yet every movement flowed into the next with the music's beat, creating a hypnotic display of violence and rhythm. They weren't just fighting, they were performing, expressing something beyond mere combat. Where the demonstration ended, the hall fell silent. The alien representatives remained motionless, processing what they had witnessed. Ambassador Tom approached Voss again. "What did you think, Commander?" Voss considered his response carefully. "You humans dance your violence. You make art of destruction. It is unsettling." Tom's expression remained neutral. "We find beauty in all aspects of existence, even conflict, perhaps especially in conflict." "This explains much about your species," Voss said. "Your unpredictability in battle, your strange combat doctrines. You don't just fight to win, you fight to express." "Is that so different from your people?" Tom asked. "Completely." Voss gestured with his upper limbs. "We fight for necessity, for survival, for resources. Never for beauty." Later, aboard his ship, Commander Voss reviewed the footage of the exhibition, watching the human movements frame by frame. His report to the Galactic Council was concise but profound. Humans have developed a unique evolutionary trait that merges their creative and destructive impulses. They do not distinguish between art and violence as we do. A human can kill you while maintaining perfect rhythm to music. They call it dance fighting, and it makes them unpredictable combatants. More concerning is what this reveals about their psychology. Humans find joy in conflict. They celebrate the very thing other species avoid. This is not a species that fears war. They choreograph it. Recommendation: extreme caution in all military engagements. When humans fight, they are not merely trying to win, they are performing. And a species that performs its violence has mastered it in ways we cannot comprehend. Lieutenant Nax reviewed the report with growing concern. Sir, are you suggesting humans are more dangerous than we thought? Voss replayed the footage of the capoeira demonstration, watching the fluid movements that could shift from dance to deadly strike in milliseconds. I'm suggesting, Lieutenant, that we've been thinking about conflict all wrong. Humans don't separate their violence from their art, their combat from their creativity. They've turned necessity into expression. He paused the footage on a human mid-flip. And a species that dances while the fight sees possibilities we cannot imagine. The Council received Voss's report with skepticism, but within a standard year, all galactic military academies had added a new course to their curriculum: human combat rhythms, understanding Earth's dance warriors. Humans, meanwhile, remained blissfully unaware that their cultural exhibition had fundamentally altered how the galaxy perceived them, not as mere warriors, but as something far more unpredictable, artists of conflict.